Welcome to a Drop Tent Media production.
Boom, baby. What's up? Back in the studio, giving you quarantine content.
Quarantine.
Welcome to Slapstick Sports, the most inconsistent sports podcast you know. I am Adam Nutter. What's up? Next to me, as always, Blaze Gagakis, Blaze G Comedy.
Yep. The most inconsistent but best. So.
Yeah, and if you're watching this on video, the cameras murdered themselves, and right now you guys are all blue, and I'm fixing that. You're still the Blue Man Group.
I'm blue. I'm a
We'll get Pulch.
None of y'all are that good.
Sing so well.
Behind the computer, fixing the cameras. By the way, what the odds? We just did a Patreon in between this. Cameras are fine. Both live podcasts we do, fucking camera shit out. Weird. Behind the computer, producer Evan. What's up?
Just fixing everything. You guys are no longer blue.
Yay.
Sadly.
Joining us today, my one of my best friends in the whole wide world, my podcast partner and pioneer, co-owner of Drop Tent, and my podcast co-owner of Nerds with Words. Give it up for this big douchebag, Neil Wood, everybody.
Hey, what's up, you sport fuckers?
Why
up,
bring
guys?
Neil into a sports podcast? Why not? It's
no
fun.
one knows.
It's
no
fun.
one knows, dude. I love all the games.
He remembers when
Sports
Babe Ruth was shooting
games.
threes and shit? Yeah.
That was the bit I was trying to avoid, but that's fine. That's good. I'm happy
That's
to
the
be
bit
here.
that I'm doing the whole time.
No, hey, you know
It's a
what?
through
I'm
line.
happy to be here, and thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, thanks for
Yes,
coming on.
it's
Thanks for
really
sticking around.
Because I actually did hear a little bit about it when I heard one of the big
Tom
news. I
Brady?
don't want to. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
want to. Okay.
That's fine. We're going to get into right away.
But yeah, I was when I heard Tom Brady had been like, I was like, what?
He didn't get traded. He left.
Traded. He left. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Because salary, right?
No,
Was it?
he just left.
Oh, I had heard. Oh, okay. I had heard. So this is a piece of information that I guess doesn't matter then, because I had heard that it was he was like, hey, I don't want to take a cut in pay, and they were like, we're not going to keep paying you the same amount now. You're getting older or something, and then
That's
he
what
was
they're
like,
trying to say.
Yeah.
But it's
That's not true.
No,
Oh, okay.
it's obviously
This is
the
why I
relationship
listen.
between
This is why
Tom
I don't
Brady
listen
and Bill
this much.
Belichick.
Yeah, it was just deteriorating.
Gotcha.
And both of their whole careers, everyone's saying, Tom, it's because of him, or Bill, it's because of
of
Tom.
him.
So
Right.
now they're like, well, I imagine Tom Brady's like, I'm a winner, and I'm going to prove it somewhere else with a
Wow.
different team. And he's not gonna, but he,
Did he go to-
that was
when
the
did-
idea.
when did you go to Miami? I
No,
can't
Tampa
remember.
Bay.
Tampa Bay,
Yeah.
which we were talking
Florida.
about this.
I was close.
Florida. Well, I saw a good meme. It was like, of course, Tom went to Tampa. That's where all
Old people from New England go.
that's where old people from New England go.
Yeah.
He has two.
Super religious. as well, right?
Tom?
Is Tom Brady the one
Is
super
he super?
religious?
No, do you think Tim
No, I'm
Tebow?
thinking of Tim Tebow. I
Um,
apologize. Keep going.
he has two big receivers down there,
Yeah. Mike
Godwin
Evans.
and Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Oh, well, on a level of like
They're very
in terms
good.
Of, yeah, very
Like
good.
two of the best receivers in the league.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Okay. Oh. Well, no,
They're-
let him have it out.
Mike Evans is in the top 10. Godwin is in top 30.
I would
So
say
is
they're
it just
more
a
than that.
number?
Nah, dude, think about it. You got Julio
Yeah,
Jones,
Just
Hopkins.
think about there's like one elite receiver on every team.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're
I
right.
think Jarvis Landry's better than Godwin.
Everyone hold out. Adam actually just admitted that he might have been wrong. Everyone
First of
just
all,
I
fucking-
don't agree with that.
Clip
I don't
that.
agree with that.
I don't
Godwin,
agree with that either.
especially after this last year,
Agreed.
and especially
Yo,
with
y'all
the
are done
play.
with the
play
Y'all
of-
are high.
With the
Okay,
play of
listen.
Jameis Winston, even though he had all of the yards in the world, he was throwing some fucking weird balls into places where they shouldn't have been. And I can tell you right now that both Godwin, actually, if anything,
I
Godwin
was having
jumped off
sex
the
last
page.
night. It was like that, dude. I was throwing weird balls. I popped a ball in there just for fun.
Up your pelvis hole?
Adam,
No, into her.
Don't do this
Never mind.
again. I hate
Sorry.
when you talk
weird.
about
Sorry.
this.
Weird. Tell me if you agree with this. I actually think Godwin jumped off the page a little bit more than Mike Evans this last year.
Fuck yes, I had Godwin on my fantasy team. That's how I know that, because he was racking up points, even though he had fucking garbage. Jameis Winston
Godwin
throwing to him.
actually, I think overall had a better year than Evans, and that's saying that Evans actually is a top 5. and especially by the skill set, is a definite top 5
I think
receiver.
Godwin's better
What do you
than
mean
Landry.
by that in terms of the skill set?
So he's
Are
six.
you-
He's
Natural
6'5",
ability.
can run a 4.4. I mean, he can
Fuck.
jump. He can jump
Yeah.
over dudes. I
Oh,
mean,
fuck my
I mean,
face.
yeah,
He goes up into the air, aggressive, like
Yeah.
aggressive ball catch.
He
He'll,
com- he
he'll
comes down
out-jump a
hard.
safety or a
Yeah.
corner.
Okay.
He's a big, tall.
He can block.
Strong.
Yeah, he can
I mean,
block.
there's nothing
He's
that Mike
me.
Evans can't
He's
do,
me.
Wow.
and he's fast.
He's
he
you
can
if
move.
you were talented.
Yeah.
If I didn't have plantar fasciitis,
Shut-
fucking dude, NFL.
And
100%.
I'm saying all of this while saying right now that Godwin played better last year.
I think he did
and
too.
he looked better last year.
Oh,
He's
so
younger,
you have,
too.
these are real.
Yeah.
These are
Because
int-
Godwin can blow the top off of defenses. I'm saying, Mike
fast.
Evans has 4.4, 4.5 speed. Godwin's 4.3
Yeah, he's
speed,
quicker.
which is,
Mm.
at that level. I mean, that's you're getting close to
And
Deshaun
he's big,
Jackson.
too.
And he's a bigger guy. He's 6'2".
Yeah, he's not small.
I think he's
Okay.
like 215
Yeah,
or
still,
something like that.
I
He's a
think
bigger.
Jarvis Landry's better
Okay.
than Godwin.
in the top 10 in terms of receivers is all like those guys. They're obviously on the list, but you would place.
I don't know if I put
different
Godwin
orders.
there yet,
Yeah,
just
I
because
agree.
it's only been the 1 year.
But Mike Evans.
But
yeah.
Mike Evans is a
Yes,
definite
top
top
10.
10, if
Michael
not
Thomas.
top
Years.
5, top 7.
Mike Evans,
Um,
Devontae Adams, Julio Jones.
This actually be a good thing. You might want to do a little rundown. I'm just pitching.
I mean,
for maybe
really,
the
if
next-
anything,
Oh, sorry.
Mike Evans is, I think, better than Devontae Adams.
yeah, what I was gonna say was,
I don't think so.
Hold
I
on, I
think
want to hear Neil's
No,
idea.
it's-
Go
no,
ahead.
I was
Go
just
on.
in the future. Just you guys, it'd be interesting just to see what your top 5 players are for individual positions, and just see. And it's a good
That
discussion
actually is a good
already.
idea.
Yeah, just like next time, just being like, these are my top 5-10 receivers,
That's actually a good idea. We
and
should do that.
actually be like, why you think?
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
I mean, obviously, statistically, you can just be like, well, I think this. But when you guys talk about dynamics between different, obviously, like, oh, well, the players around him are
Yeah,
something.
there's a
He's
feel.
playing under a fucking QB fucking blows, like, or
Yeah.
something.
And by the
like-
way, even though Jameis Winston sucks, he still threw for 4,000 yards and 35
No,
touchdowns.
he
So-
was good, but he was.
but he threw
sucked.
35 picks.
Yeah, no, he was he was sucked for as good as it was this.
Right.
It was like
He sucked for as long as he was good that
yeah,
last
he'll
year.
throw you 2 TDs, but he'll throw 2 picks, and who knows when the picks are
So
coming.
he'll have 8 great games and 8 games of just like, who's
Trash.
this guy?
consistency.
Yeah, it's just terrible.
Right,
They
he's
just
very
cut him. He's gone.
inconsistent,
Obviously, Tom Brady went down there. So, like, you could go.
yeah.
like, you are clearly out of here.
Imagine being the top 3 pick, and then now you're just
Nothing.
off the team.
So there's this opposite of drafts. I'm coming at this honestly, actually knowing nothing. I was like, so wait, Tom Brady just left, so another team has an option for
Okay, so what happened is Tom Brady and the Patriots part ways. The free, like, because his contract was up,
Free
so he
agent.
didn't breach contract.
Right.
He's like, they said, hey, here's X amount of dollars for I think 2 years,
Right.
and they're like, we'll give you this, come back, and he was
No.
like, no, I'm good.
Nah.
It's not about the money. I
Whack.
don't want to. I want to see if I can win without Belichick.
Yeah.
Also, their relationship has not been
Been
solid as the last, even though they've been winning.
I mean, they still kiss each other on the mouth.
Yeah.
So
So there's that.
take that. But
So
they
they are
also,
winning with that.
Me
They
and my
respect
papa.
each other enough
They're
to
getting
kiss,
they're gonna get
but
Corona
they don't.
together.
Yeah.
Nice.
But so Tom obviously for weeks he's been talking to somebody in Tampa with
He had
behind-
to have been.
Of
There's
course.
no way that he's just like Tampa.
Right. So
many teams would
I'm
have
sure
probably taken
I'm
a
sure
stab.
he spoke to a bunch of teams,
Sure.
and I'm sure he was like, Florida, I could bring my family down there. And then he probably looked at the coaching staff. Oh, good coaching staff.
Bruce Arians.
Bruce Arians, good
throwing
coach.
the ball.
Bruce
They
Arians
have
loves
a
to throw.
decent
He's a
running
West
game
Coast
too.
offense.
Decent running, and then he goes,
It's
"Oh, I
air
have
raid. It's
two
not even- it's-
good. I have
yeah.
one top 5 receiver. Then I have one of the
A-
best secondary receivers in the NFL. Why not?"
And
Who's
then
their running back? It's Jones, right? That's who it is. They need a running back.
Who is it?
no, because they don't really need like an every down running back is the way that they play. But I couldn't tell you.
Every
who the
team
running
needs
back
an
is.
every down running back.
Well, the Patriots didn't use one.
They're the exception to all the rules.
Yeah, you're right.
So
Well, they played
William
you also
Tanner.
shouldn't have
It's
2.
William Tanner. That's right. I knew something you. I don't know. What have I?
was
knew
like,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
Is
it was
William Tanner?
it was Ronald Jones. Ronald Jones, but he had a decent year this past year.
Yeah, no, I know, but
Yeah.
I just feel like because Tom Brady, is old, you're gonna need to get a run game, a strong run game, and then work off the play action.
But the Patriots,
Yeah, but that would
the
also go
Patriots-
against
hold
what
on.
the-
Patriots never had a strong run game
Yeah.
ever.
yeah, but they're like super West Coast.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah, they played 1930s white guy football.
Yeah,
like all
they do.
short routes and crosses
Yeah,
like
but
white
what you
guys.
need to
And
True.
every white guy's under 5'10".
Yeah.
and
See,
like
but-
fast as shit.
Yeah, they're all fast.
Bruce Arians, his it's called the air raid offense for a
Okay.
reason. They don't run the ball.
Yeah, they don't run it.
That
But you know that
offense
you just know
doesn't
that
run
you
the
can't
ball.
succeed in football
Right,
without
but
being able to
I think
run.
our argument is you don't need an every down back like
Yeah.
like the Giants have Barkley. Like the
you
Giants
don't
need
need-
Barkley.
No, you
Yeah,
don't need
you don't need
someone
a Barkley, you don't
necessarily
need
as
an
good
Ingram.
as Barkley, but you just need somebody that can just
You need
run
you need a
consistently through the
journeyman- You need a
tackles.
journeyman running back.
Which they already have a couple of.
Dude, but the
Yeah.
point, right? But okay, in the regular season, it won't really matter. But once you get to the playoffs and you know you're facing the best secondary, the
Yeah.
Bears, you're
Yeah.
gonna fucking need to run the ball to set up the play action. Like,
no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
they're gonna lose in the
well,
playoffs
no, if
unless they can run the
no,
ball.
because if they get a third receiver, which is what they're shooting for, and a word on the streets is that Tom Brady's coming with Antonio Brown.
Yeah, I
if
heard
Antonio
that
can
too.
play.
Which
Yeah.
would,
Um,
if that happens, I'll just shut my fucking mouth. But until
But
that
no,
happens,
but even then, I get what you're saying, and then at the end of the
Yeah.
day, that's what it should be.
Yeah, yeah.
The
you're
air
just gonna
raid-
need to have a plan.
I know, but
that's all.
that's the thing. The air raid offense doesn't have that plan. As much as you're saying that you
Yeah.
need that, it's not there.
Well, listen to me, guys. You're
It's
gonna
not
need
there.
it. You know,
It's
Yo,
not
can
there.
I point out in the NFC South now? So one division has Matt Ryan, Drew Brees, and Tom Brady.
yeah. What about where's Cam going?
Fuck knows.
And Kyle Allen's not bad. He throws a decent whip.
No, but what's Teddy Bridgewater just got signed to the Panthers.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't hear.
yeah.
I
so
missed
he-
that.
Yeah, Bridgewater's gonna start. Now.
Wow, dude. Okay, that might be the best division right now.
Yeah. So 4 good quarterbacks, obviously, and 3 Hall of Fame. Well, Matt Ryan's probably in the maybe I don't know.
He's
but,
he's a tweener, but he's in there.
But Drew
He's
Brees
around.
for sure.
Yeah.
Obviously, Tom Brady Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan on the cusp if he keeps playing another
Yeah.
few years, definitely Hall. So you have 3 potential Hall of Fame quarterbacks in one division, and
Yeah.
another good quarterback.
And they're all older.
all over. I think it's the only division ever that had quarterbacks that threw for over 50,000 yards each.
And they're all over the age of 35, right?
Yeah.
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan. No, he's 34, I think.
Oh, okay, so
Here's a question for you guys:
Yeah.
If everything stands the way it is right now, New England's quarterback is going to be Brian Hoyer.
oh,
Does New England make the playoffs?
No.
dude,
I
the
agree.
thing is all the time like no, there's no way this year, and then they do. So what the fuck do I
But
know?
who do they have? Edelman.
Yeah, Edelman. Yeah,
That's it.
and they got
White.
Edelman,
Edelman.
dude.
yeah.
Amendola,
white
he's a
man.
lion.
No, I just
Oh.
said they got people. I don't.
Yeah,
It doesn't
they-
matter
they
who
don't.
they have. Somehow it always works.
Maybe it worked because of Tom, though. We'll find out.
Yeah, that's
I know.
the big excitement.
I know. I'm very excited if football
Well, right,
starts this
that's
year.
Well, right. That's okay. Yeah.
It's like
So
could
you-
Darth
you guys-
Vader evade without
Right.
the Emperor? Same thing.
You-
Yes.
Love you use vade as a verb. That's very.
Yep.
Could Darth Vader vade in the same way, dude? No one knows.
Yeah.
Like it's but no, that's very interesting. But I don't. Yeah. So right, the consensus the consensus is like New England won't make because I don't. Is there the other players on that team so good? 'Cause
No.
I always thought it was held together by like basically.
Well, hold on. So when Brady had Gronk and Randy Moss and Welker and Edelman,
Sure.
those are all top tier future
Yeah.
Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
Dude.
Right.
They had great players. Let's not bullshit.
Randy Moss was a Hall of Famer before he even went
Exactly.
to New England. Yeah.
Welker, I think he deserves it. I don't know. Gronk for sure deserves
Yeah,
it.
he's the best tight end
Best
of all
tight end
time.
ever.
Yeah.
It's like, so he had great players around him also. But it was always like these guys came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Right. Like they weren't highly scouted.
Right,
Right.
but like guys like Chris Hogan for 2 years in New England crushed it. Like again, a white guy out
And
of
actually,
fucking
he just played
Monmouth University.
He played lacrosse, and he was just
Played
like, I can make you a player.
And Belichick was like, "You're fast. You play lacrosse. You want to play
Tall.
football?
He's really
Played
tall.
receiver. Had 2,000 yard years. Won a Super Bowl. Had
Yeah.
big plays in the playoffs, and then never heard from him again.
Yeah. It's like
That's-
that.
so
It's
that's
a
what they
bunch
do.
Of nobodies. Yeah.
But they also, along Chris Hogan, they had Edelman the whole time. They just lost Gronk.
yeah.
So they
It's more like they're
before
scouting.
Aaron
I guess.
Hernandez started fucking they had
Yeah.
him too. So like
Gronk and Aaron Hernandez. Think about what they could have been.
That's what I'm saying.
That would have been crazy.
So they did have stars around Tom.
It's like having Ertz and Dallas Goddard.
Oh, not really, but okay.
A little
But
full time.
anyway, let's anyway. There's been so
sorry,
many.
yeah.
No, there's been so many moves. So let's go over some moves.
Let's
So
just go over the big ones.
I don't care about Andrew Adams. You go to all teams. Yeah.
So we're on Spot Rack. Sorry, I wanted to say Sport Rack because it made sense, but yeah, it's-
Spot track, but yeah,
Spot track.
Spot track.
It's Voter. A
well,
cool
they should
computer.
put two T's. They should put two T's if they
Yeah,
want.
the internet's
Yeah, they
dying
should.
right now. So
Oh, is the internet just fine?
thanks, guys.
Thanks, Corona.
I blame Corona on everything.
Poor beer company right now.
Ah,
taking
Corona.
Such a hit, dude.
Taking a fucking 30% loss.
It's like we didn't do this. Please call something else.
Dude, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
America's
Hey,
so
all right, there
dumb.
you go. All right, so Brian Hoyer, yeah, okay. Chance Warmack went to the Seattle.
That's
okay.
kind of big, actually.
That's kind of big. I don't care about Brett Hundley going to the Cardinals. I don't care. Keep going. Keep going. Hold on. Keep going.
So we're skipping a bunch of. Okay,
Yeah,
so
just-
we're-
these
so
aren't
that's
high-
New England right there. That's the
These aren't important.
Patriots.
I'm just-
Okay.
Nelson Aguilar left the Eagles.
To the
went
Raiders.
Went to the Raiders. That was
Good riddance.
Hey, the Eagles got a safety though to fill in for
Yeah,
Malcolm
Will-
Jenkins.
Will
we got
Parks
Will
is
Park.
not.
Well, no. Here's the thing though. He
He's
actually got
gonna
a lot
win
of-
us the,
he
the ball.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that at all. He's a Philly native. He took a huge pay cut to play here for a year. I mean, like he was
Goddamn
getting
right.
offered multiple year contracts, and he said, "I'm going to play here, and I want to prove myself."
All right. Keep going. Now.
So that's pretty good. We got an inside linebacker for the Eagles, which is another good thing.
Swearinger signed with the Saints.
That's
free
kind of-
safety.
yeah.
Okay.
Donovan Omba.
Oh yeah, Emmanuel Sanders to the Saints was big.
Well, actually, I didn't even hear
Yeah,
that. That's huge.
Melvin Gordon,
Melvin
to the,
Gordon to the
to
Broncos.
the Broncos.
Big.
They released Joe Flacco.
Yep. So that. Well, that's because it's Drew Lock time now.
Yeah.
Lock it down in Denver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That's not gonna go well.
All right.
I know, he's
Ha
terrible.
Ha Clinton Dix is
Yep.
signed over to
Boo.
Dallas.
Oh, Mike Remmers to the Chiefs is big too. Big offensive
So are
tackle.
we talking about why these are big? All right, there's a lot of intricacies, obviously, but like why some of these moves are gigantic.
Just, big players in that particular in their position.
Yeah. When you think of a team, you look at the whole thing, and then
Sure.
you might be like, that team's weak at safety.
Right.
And then they get a big name safety, and you're like,
Safety.
okay, now their defense is better.
Right.
For
Or
the,
better.
Yeah, of
Or
course.
worse.
Right,
It could
right.
go
Okay,
like,
all
hey,
right,
let that guy
for
go.
We're
Pittsburgh,
giving
that's
Steelers.
actually big time right there.
Eric Ebron, he's a good tight end. Big 6'5",
And they already have that other guy.
and they
that
got
worked
and
here.
they got Chris Wormley for the defensive end from Baltimore. That's big time as
which is a
well.
Calais
division-
Campbell went to.
in division trade. So
Mhm.
Eric Ebron, again, let's take him. He played for the Colts last year. Went to free agency. They didn't re-sign him. Big tight end. Steelers are like, oh shit, we could use work on the pass game. We only really have one receiver. He's pretty much like a big slot receiver, more than a tight
He's
end.
a good role player.
Right. So
he's not
hey,
a star, but he's a
Right.
good
but
role
he's
player.
gonna take. The defense has to look at him.
Yeah.
They have to
He-
pay
he's
attention.
another
Right.
one.
And he does have star ability.
Yeah,
he just,
right.
he makes big
he's
plays.
Just not. Yeah, no, he has the potential. He just isn't a star yet.
And especially
Right.
last year with having
on the Colts.
yeah,
Brissett,
he was
and
like the
then
number
it-
one guy
yeah,
there, right?
Yeah.
Yo,
Todd
Andrew
Gurley.
Sandejo still getting signed?
Yep.
He's out here stealing paychecks. This fucking guy.
You got Todd Gurley got picked up, which I'm happy about. It really sucked for him
Why
to
would-
get that
wait.
huge deal,
They
and
let Freeman go.
to have his life
name
his
to
life
grow up
made.
with.
He's
And then
great running back.
Gurley is a tough. You had to be a football player.
I don't. Yeah, I know. I
He's
don't
jacked,
understand
too.
how the Rams mistreated him so badly. I think.
Yeah, they
You know what?
overran
You know
him.
what? Think of it this way. I bet you they hired very similar people to what the same kind of stuff as Washington does, because you can't make mistakes like that and have your star player ruin his legs because you run him into the ground.
He was like Friday Night Lights. He's like, I'm good. You're like, yeah, and then and
Like-
he's out.
Yeah, he had. I mean, because the numbers he put up in L.A. were fucking bananas.
So
Like second in the league of yards from scrimmage, like every year, like just crazy numbers, like
Right.
touchdowns, yards.
Running
all
back
the
was
rest.
also the most physically demanding.
Yeah.
if
You
there
get
if there's
hit every play.
if there's a team throughout the last 15, 20 years that I can say has had pretty good track record with running backs without them being like huge game changers, but they had pretty darn long careers, at least from looking out from the outside or looking in from the outside, would be Atlanta. I mean, you had some pretty
Telvin
decent
Coleman,
running.
yeah.
You had Telvin Coleman, you had
Devontae
Steven
Freeman.
Jackson. I mean, there's a lot of really good running backs coming out of there or going into there and
That's
still having a
true.
really good career. Steven Jackson came out of the
I
Rams.
forgot. Yeah.
Yep,
He
you're
played
right.
at the Rams, and they let him go, and he had his best years were in Atlanta after they said, "Get the fuck out of here. We don't need you. You're not good enough."
But
So we'll
because
see.
they let Devontae Freeman go, that tells me he's done.
That's the thing though, because they're willing to, at least in the past, at least from what it seems like, is they're willing
Yeah.
to
Is
kind of
Tom,
stick with people.
is Tom Brady the biggest upset? Or I use upset, but you know what I mean. Like, is Tom Brady kind of the biggest
It's the most
trade in,
surprising.
as we go through this?
It's-
It's the most
Um,
surprising.
I mean, I kind of been calling it. I didn't think he would be playing in New England after the year was over, but like
Right.
I definitely didn't see
Him
Tampa
going
Bay
to Tampa.
being the place to go.
Yeah,
But then at the
it's-
end,
I
of the
said
day,
he
it's
should've
a-
went
It's
to
a good place to go
Dallas.
to because no, he shouldn't have gone to
Carolina.
Dallas.
Dallas would have been the best place for him.
Tampa
They're ready
Bay-
to win now with a
what-
quarterback.
Well, Tampa Bay is good because they have all the pieces on offense, and then their defense is
yeah, I
fucking
never considered Tampa Bay. I don't know
awesome.
why.
Their defense is
Be-
great.
because
I thought maybe Las Vegas. No, where do the Chargers go now? L.A.
No, the Chargers are in L.A.
Okay.
You thinking Raiders going to Vegas?
Whatever. I thought Chargers were a good spot.
I
for
thought
him.
I thought he might go to Vegas actually.
Yeah, to the Raiders.
Chargers aren't even. I don't think the Chargers would have been a good spot because they don't have a good team. They have
They have Melvin
around.
Gordon. They have Keenan Allen.
Not anymore. Melvin Gordon's gone. He's in the
Gordon's
Broncos
gone.
Well,
now.
when I was speculating, he was still with them.
Yeah, and I mean, and their defense is all-time trash.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
yeah, and,
Good point.
you know, which kind of sucks.
So
Okay.
the defense, I was going to ask you guys about the defense in Tampa. So the defense in Tampa is
Sneaky
nice.
good. Like it's damn hard.
They have
yeah,
Avonte
they're good.
David still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's-
they're really. I mean,
he's a
they're
great
they're
linebacker.
they're a top 10 defense.
What makes
in
a
the league,
good
and they all
modern day
were.
defense right now?
Being able to
Depends
stop
on
the
your
run.
scheme,
I
first
mean,
of all.
stopping
I know
everything
that.
really. But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know, having something, and it's even more than just having a good scheme, being able to change that scheme in
Yeah.
the game and figure out what the
Flex.
other team is doing.
Gotcha.
And that's the biggest thing that takes a good defense and makes it a great.
Yeah, but you
defense.
have to have good players because even if you put
Yeah.
them in the right position, they still need to make the play.
And that's
Gotcha.
something
But
that
there
yeah.
are teams that are just scheme based that can win.
That can get around
like the
it,
Legion
yeah.
of Boom was a scheme based.
Seattle
Yeah.
back in the day when Seattle won the Super
was
Bowl.
all zone,
They're,
pretty
they're,
much.
Their DBs, their two safeties and corners, the two corners
Yeah.
played in such a way where they made it very hard for the offense to pass
Yeah,
the
they
ball.
just worked so well
They
together.
work so like the corners never switch sides, the safeties never switch sides. They ever
Yeah.
just played like, which is rare.
Wait, man.
You're a specialist.
No, not man. They would play zone and stuff, but they just
Oh, zone,
never
sorry.
like because like usually your best corner would
Right.
follow the best receiver, no matter.
Where
you
You
he
ever
was
play
on the
like
field.
pickup basketball and
No,
you're like, yo, you
yeah.
cover
Right,
that
you're
guy.
covering-
Like,
even
yeah.
if it's not
man,
man,
zone.
yeah.
You're
even
playing,
if you,
yeah.
even if
I
even if
gotcha.
it's a defensive zone scheme,
Right, It's
you're still on
going
that guy's side,
That's still one man coverage.
or
Right.
you're on his side at least. Like
Right.
you
Yeah.
still. But this was like Richard Sherman was the best corner, and he never left the left side of the field, no matter
Yeah,
what.
no matter what.
Gotcha.
He just never left.
So
And he
some
gets a
of the-
lot of like flack for that because they're like, you're not like a really good corner because you only play that side.
I mean,
But
what are
The best corners follow people.
Can we put some hypothetical money on it? I mean, in terms of how good do you think Tampa's gonna be now? Like, how much would you bet? Like single.
That's a good
Let's
question.
say let's actually go all the way there, right? Like
I wonder
Tampa
what Vegas
against,
says now. I wonder what the Vegas odds are Tampa now. Look that up real quick.
I
Okay,
will. But
yeah,
at the end of the
I'm
day, at
sorry.
least personally, I don't think that Tom Brady himself makes as big of a difference as the fact that it is Tom Brady.
Let's
You're
do the
now
bet
having
this
to-
way. All right.
No, but that's a good way in. I'm sorry, and
No,
then
no.
yes, let's do that. But
I gotta.
I want to hear the other
Caveat.
ideas here. Do you think Tom Brady is going to make an impact with Tampa Bay now?
Of course,
You think it's going to be?
If
Un-
there's, if
undoubtedly.
there's no drop off in his game, definitely.
of
Definitely.
course. With
But
those
if he
two
comes out here
receivers-
throwing wobblers, they might be in trouble.
yeah,
Right,
if he
right,
comes
right.
out here not playing like Tom Brady,
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But now he has a whole fucking offseason to work with these guys.
So,
One of the
right.
biggest problems last year was everyone got hurt besides Edelman, so all these receivers didn't know how to run the routes
They
right,
still made it
Gotcha.
deep.
and they still made it pretty far. But like they didn't know how to run the routes. There was no connection between Tom and the receivers,
Right.
so there was no like kind of like that psychic ability you get with a quarterback receiver,
Sure.
where you're like Edelman will know where to break, he'll know where Tom's gonna want to
Right.
go. These guys they didn't know,
Right.
so
Yeah.
Tom's throwing picks. Tom's
Familiarity.
Chemistry. Yeah.
right,
Right,
chemistry
familiar-
is gone.
chemistry.
So
You
it's
need to
like
build it in
So
sports.
it looks
just
like
doesn't
they're up
happen.
there in the top five,
About
14
14 to 1 odds.
14 to 1 odds.
Okay, wait,
Kansas
let's
City
do-
Chiefs are number 1 with 9-2, and Baltimore right behind. them
wow.
with
So
5
it's
to
still
1.
Chiefs,
so it's
Ravens,
really close.
49ers, Cowboys.
They're always up.
Yeah, they're
stop.
all-
Stop.
every season.
Stop.
It's
They're always up
crazy.
there. But the biggest
Dak
reason
is trash.
the biggest reason why they're always up there too is because so many people bet on them. And
Yeah.
it just skews the numbers.
It's gotta
They
be,
are.
right?
They have
That-
the
that
best
is it.
propaganda in
That
the
is
NFL.
it.
That is it.
It's the skewing of the numbers because so many people.
Dude,
are
Dallas
betting on
has the
them from
best
red.
propaganda machine in the NFL.
Oh, well,
They're
yeah,
so
dude.
good at propaganda.
Institution. Now, mind you, it's an institution here in Philadelphia, but you immediately get outside the city, you might hit Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? You might
Yeah.
hit Pittsburgh fans, is what I'm saying. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think in terms of.
Hey, you go out to
That makes
Quakertown
sense.
when I used to live out in Quakertown
Sure.
when I was going to school. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
all. That's
All right,
all
I'll tell you what. If they get Antonio Brown, I'm gonna make him a favorite though.
Yeah,
That
if they
is
get AB,
so
that'd be hard
fucking-
not to.
I heard the
With the
juice
wide
is coming
receivers
back.
that they already the
Chiefs is
Chiefs.
coming back.
I apologize.
Well, yeah, we'll go back to some of the transaction stuff just a few days
Yeah.
ago for
Yeah,
the
oh, yeah,
Eagles.
Nick-
big,
oh, yeah.
big one, Darius Slay. We
name,
finally
great
have
name.
somebody who can
He
play
slays.
corner.
No.
Also,
Too easy.
big thing that helps Mr. Slay here. Fucking awesome to say that. Hey, Mr. Slay.
He does listen.
Yeah, that's
I'm sure he
Santa's
does.
porn name.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, you're right.
Pretty much.
Wow. He is one of the really one of the few corners who follows the receiver anywhere
He's
on the
very good.
field. He'll
He's
go
really
from
Yeah.
one
I'm really
side to
upset
the
he went to
other.
the Eagles.
How he was just saying here.
We have a bad track record
Blaze
with
was just
corners,
saying
so.
It's true.
how it's like, oh, you only stay on one side. He doesn't even just stay on one side. He'll go into the slot.
Yeah.
He'll
Yeah.
go. I mean, he'll go anywhere.
He's a versatile.
Yeah.
He's really good.
He's
Defense,
he's
right?
also very
Cornerback
fast.
or
yeah,
through
cornerback
defense?
is defense, shadows a wide
Something
receiver. Yep.
But it worries me that we only had to give up a third and a fifth.
Yeah,
So
that's not a lot.
Yeah, but look at this though. We gave up just a third to more or less rent Golden Tate from the Lions. I mean, I'm sure we have friends in the Lions front office.
Yeah,
where
no,
they're
I
willing
know.
to
It's
do
just like,
stuff.
why would they give him up?
Why would they have given up Golden Tate? Because he had one of
Well,
his best seasons last
Hold on.
year.
The
in New York
Lions
Giants.
just got Trufant from the Falcons.
Yeah,
Oh,
they knew
okay.
what they were doing. They knew what
They
they
should
were
have
doing.
kept him then.
They
Had
got
them
another
both.
corner. They got, if they had Slay and Trufant, that would be the best cornerbacks in the league.
Yeah, but I mean, you
Money
can't pay
probably,
for
yeah.
good corner. like-
Darius Slay was going to be looking at getting paid.
Okay, well, I'll pay
So-
him.
Yeah, but you can't pay two guys and then still have a team around them.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yo,
Another
Nick
one
Foles.
Nick Foles going to Chicago. We got our boy Mitch Trubisky. Probably will never play quarterback again.
They gave him
He
15
really
million?
fucked me in that bet. Yeah, they gave him 15 million. It's crazy.
Holy shit.
But he also missed out on that $80 million something
15
dollar
and a half.
contract.
That's,
that
that
was
other half
voided.
is still $500,000.
I know, but I don't want to think
It's
about it.
15-6-25.
So I don't know if Nick Foles is really going to be that great. But really at the end of the day,
Yeah,
almost
you're right.
anybody is an upgrade from that
Piece of shit.
that bust. No
Dude,
offense,
I
that
know,
bust
I
who
forgot,
was
yeah.
Mitch Trubisky.
He went to the Pro Bowl.
Did you ever
by
see him
accident.
roll out and you're
Here's
just
the
like,
thing, though.
throw the ball?
I
And he's
know.
like, just keep
Adam,
throwing. You're like, throw it.
He would
I
have
know,
he
it's
would have
nuts.
never
And I'm not
made
even
the
a
Pro
Bears
Bowl
fan.
if somebody didn't get hurt. He was one
Oh,
of
he's
the
an
people got
alternate?
he was an alternate. He never actually made the Pro Bowl. So that's something that you need to remember.
He was
he
there.
he
That's
is
such a weird.
let's see how it goes. I mean, I know that they traded up. They traded so much away to get Mitch Trubisky, but I
I
mean,
know.
like they
And
really
they could
did.
have had, what's his name? Kyler Murray. No, Pat Mahomes.
Yes.
Yeah,
And they picked Trubisky over
Yeah, that's a
Mahomes.
mistake.
at two.
I
At two.
I can't even imagine being
Jarrell
in that
Casey.
front office.
Jarrell Casey going to Denver is a big pick for them. He's a
Yeah,
good.
he's old, though.
Seventh
Yeah, but he's
round.
still though, for a year.
They obviously.
Oh
they
yeah,
don't-
that's right. How about Stephon Diggs going to the fucking Bills?
I know. What a weird place.
No, dude, Josh
yeah,
Allen.
they gave
bro.
up
yeah.
so much.
First, fourth, fifth, and sixth round. Oh, with the fourth of 2021 pick.
Buffalo, you're way further than one receiver away. This is crazy. I don't know why you would give that.
That's true. They are.
Wow.
But Josh Allen's a good young quarterback, dude.
He really is.
no, I know, but it's like there's more things.
No, you're right. Like,
Yeah, but
like a
Stephon
running
Diggs
back
is also
and a tight end.
is-
and
but
stuff.
Stephon Diggs for 11.5 for a year is very cheap. I
yeah,
mean,
but
he's
a
a
first, a fourth, a sixth. You just traded your whole draft.
Yeah, how about this fucking blockbuster trade right there?
dude. This thing right
Might
here
be the worst trade
So
of all time.
the reason why that this happened is from what I've heard is that I don't know if you guys heard some of the stuff.
I did, but go ahead.
yeah. So
We're
anybody
talking
who
about
hasn't
the DeAndre Hopkins, David Johnson trade.
DeAndre Hopkins for David Johnson.
And peanuts.
Not even to say David Johnson's a bad player.
no, he just
he's
hasn't been the
not.
same since he blew his knee out.
Yeah, but even then, a legitimate top
Yeah.
2 wide receiver
Yeah. Crazy.
for a legitimate, probably is going to be a backup within the next year or two running back,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and a 4th and a 2nd round pick from the 2nd round pick from this year. For it's just, oh my goodness. So more or less from
That's
what
like some
from-
Madden shit.
I know.
and you had to turn off the trade
Yeah,
thing. Like you had to make it so you had to
crazy.
force trades. The word on the streets is that DeAndre Hopkins and Bill O'Brien didn't get along
Yes.
very much, and that Bill O'Brien called him in,
Yeah,
more-
to a
talk,
meeting,
to talk
yeah.
to a meeting, and said the only other time I've ever had to talk to somebody like this was Aaron Hernandez.
And he's like, yo.
I was never in trouble
Yeah.
ever. What
He's like,
the
yeah,
fuck?
but you have, kids with like 4 different moms. And he's like, all right.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, so.
He was because he was
Okay, anyway.
was he black?
Yes. DeAndre
This coach is
Hopkins.
This coach is
Oh,
racist.
or you mean Aaron Hernandez?
No, he means
I'm
Bill
just saying,
O'Brien.
I think
is
Bill-
racist.
So
Oh, yeah.
He's like, listen, I mean, you guys are both, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You're of the same. It's like,
You know how you
he was
wear your
like,
pants?
huh?
quite
went to
possibly the
Harvard.
worst trade that I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
It's crazy.
Also, and I'm
It's pretty
and
bad.
I'm not kidding about this. I would not be surprised if the reason why it was to the Arizona Cardinals was because it was the first team in the phone book because it was a letter A for Arizona.
Maybe.
Because they didn't go. Because here's the thing: there are so many other teams that would have traded way more
Well, yeah,
for
like
Deion. I
Philly?
mean, like
Yeah,
Philly.
anybody.
I mean, like not
The
not,
Giants would
We'll
have traded
give you
for Giants.
Alshon Jeffrey
they-
and fucking
Dude,
there's-
anybody would have
the
won for
Ta-
him.
Tampa Bay before. Like, I mean, there's so many teams
Right.
that could have used
31
DeAndre
other
Hopkins
teams, probably.
more than
Yeah.
Arizona because Arizona knows they are rebuilding for a few more years.
Yeah.
I mean, they have another 3-4 years until they're going to
Yeah.
be playoff bound,
Yeah.
let alone to need somebody like DeAndre Hopkins. So for this to happen, I'm not even kidding when I say this. I really think that he just pulled out the thing and said, "That's the first team on it."
Think so?
I would not be
and a
surprised
second round
because-
pick.
I know.
What are you
because
doing?
after coming out with it saying all this stuff coming out where Bill
crazy.
O'Brien had that conversation and compared him to Aaron Hernandez, DeAndre Hopkins, who after looking into this a little bit after I heard this was he's never gotten in trouble, donates like crazy, does all of the fucking make a wish
Normal
and play
dude.
60
Normal
shit.
dude.
What a
He's
weird
a
way
fucking
to
good
start
ass
a
dude.
meeting.
And the first thing
know.
that he says to the guy is the
Asshole.
only other time that I've ever had to talk to somebody like this and bring somebody in like
You
this was
remind me
Aaron
of someone.
Hernandez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A murderer.
So
I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
bothered me.
A lot of
Bothered me.
stabby, shootiness. I feel
I
like.
feel-
Shoot, stab,
I
stab.
feel legitimately bad
terrible, dude.
for the fans of Houston.
Yeah.
I think, and also
But
the
now
owner.
Kyler Murray has Larry Fitzgerald and DeAndre Hopkins to throw to.
Deshaun Watson's still like good.
yeah, but who's he going to throw
who's
to?
he gonna throw to?
Hopefully he's good enough
Yeah.
that it doesn't
I don't.
matter.
I don't
Puts it in
think
the
he
bread
is
basket.
because
But
he's.
who?
Yeah.
Puts it in the bread basket.
JJ Watt.
I said Brett
I don't
Basket,
know.
bro. I don't know.
Yeah, you put it right in that bread basket.
By the way, the Falcons getting Hayden Hurst after trading Austin Hooper, so obviously they knew.
What's up? Yeah.
Because by the way, if the Browns get their shit together, can we talk about the Browns real quick? Sure. The Browns get their shit together. They have Baker Mayfield, who I like. I think he's a good quarterback. They have Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry, two of the best receivers in the NFL.
Njoku.
Odell Beckham is the best receiver in the NFL,
Yeah.
hands down.
Talent wise.
They-
Yeah.
hands
Not
down.
last year wise, but talent wise.
Yeah, but talent-wise.
Yeah.
And David Njoku, who's already one of the best tight ends, Now they just got Austin Hooper, who is also one of the best tight ends in the NFL.
Yeah.
So they have two of the best tight ends in the NFL,
Right.
two of the best receivers in the NFL, a running back,
This is the banks are so big they'll never
and
fail.
Baker
type thing.
Mayfield. But their defense is whatever,
Yeah.
and they don't have a coach
Their
now.
defense is all right.
They just traded away Christian Kirksey.
Okay.
He
well.
went to the Packers. Oh, Schobert's gone too.
Oh, all right. Well,
Both their linebackers are gone.
they still have Denzel Ward, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
They
not great right
should
now.
be one of the best offenses, but for some reason they
if
just can't.
Also,
fucking
I don't know
get it
about their
together.
line.
They're zigging where they should have zagged.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how their O line is, and their defense isn't looking great.
But still,
Those things are usually important.
dude, no
still-
team should have enough to be able to cover that.
I know it's pretty.
So there should be
crazy.
somebody open.
Somebody should be open. They have four.
Here comes in this
legitimate-
schmuck
They
off
have
like
five,
the third team.
6 legitimate offensive weapons.
Yeah,
Legitimate.
and some 6-string guy's gonna fucking cover
But if you
Njoku on like some random like
I
nickel.
guess
Like
if Baker doesn't have the time to throw the ball though.
Right.
that's why he can. That's why it's good that he can scramble.
Yeah,
That's
but
why you got
If
him.
you can't scramble, if your O line's getting run over.
You could try.
Yeah, even Michael Vick had issues when his O line was ass.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
he had
Michael
some
Vick is-
fucking
Baker
issues.
Mayfield is not Michael Vick.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm
one's Michael
saying.
Vick.
That's psychotic.
except
Yeah.
for Lamar Jackson.
He's
the
the
only one.
closest.
Yeah, yeah.
He
He's
might
the
be-
closest
He might
And
be better.
athlete that I've
He might be
seen.
better.
I don't
I
know if
think-
he's a shifty though.
I think he is, but dude, I don't know. His start
Shifty.
speed is like I don't think I've ever seen something
But
like
you know
that.
what? That Michael Vick run against the Vikings might be one of the most impressive.
Oh
runs
yeah,
I've
where he
ever
goes
seen
in
my
between
life.
the guys.
Between Greg Beekert and somebody else, I
Yeah.
forgot. But like those two guys, that's. Can we pull
Imagine
that run
being a
up?
part of that highlight for
Can
the
you pull
rest
that
of your
run up?
fucking
I want to see that
life.
fucking run. It's such a. You ever see this run? You have
probably
to.
Do you know Mike Vick?
Yeah, I do know Michael Vick.
He knows him from the Killy Dog.
One of my favorite
This is
heroes.
it. Bang, right here.
Yeah, hey, watch. Don't play this on YouTube though. We will for sure get
Obviously,
pulled.
yeah,
but
definitely get pulled.
play this for us. I want to watch this shit. You can play the audio.
Yesterday,
Yeah, this is fucking bananas, dude. Look at this run. So he's running. He had to run 700 yards of total. Look at this.
He's a quarterback.
Greg Beekert in the same.
Ooh. That's crazy.
And it was in overtime. The
Yeah,
game's
that was
over.
for the game. That's so crazy.
Imagine being an athlete where you could just be like, "Fuck it, I'll run," and he was like 60
Look at
yards
this.
See, I
away.
always said about Michael Vick is the
No one could keep up.
Yeah, well, no, he can move. Oh, obviously. I mean, that's
What do you run, like a 4.2? 4.3?
Yeah, had to have. Look at this.
and then this slip
making the
between.
other
It
dudes look
feels
so
like that. Yeah, like that slip between right there.
It's so good.
It feels like the 1970s because he feels
Yeah.
super relaxed.
Yeah.
And when you look at old game footage, like he doesn't
He
seem
looked
tight.
like-
he seems just like
It was like Walter Payton like.
yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
seems he's
very-
slipping.
Not that Steve Young stumble. Remember that?
Yeah.
How
yeah.
embarrassing.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
That's
like
pretty
Steve
good.
Young was the running quarterback, like he was, but like he was a white guy running quarterback.
a little different. A little different.
Yeah,
It's a lot
Yeah,
different.
yeah. Brett Favre. Okay, Brett Favre. Okay,
Oh,
okay.
Well, you know, I mean, my mom courted a gentleman for a while who would absolutely just be like, Can I get a goddamn white quarterback? Jesus Christ!
Oh,
Can I
no.
get one of them? Because Notre Dame, huge fan of Notre Dame. He's just like, fucking bullshit.
Would have won if the quarterback was white.
White.
You're like,
Oh, 100%.
See, I don't know if you know
One
this,
of
but
these
Notre
When's
Dame has
the
been
rally?
terrible for a while. I don't know if you know this.
Nice dude. Quartered my mom. Good, nice. Good, nice, good,
Yeah.
nice, good. Good, nice. Good, nice, good. But 100% just in the
Racism,
game.
not
he
a
just-
deal breaker in the
You
Neil
know,
House. Or?
he was no. It was we didn't know. It was just in the middle. It was only football. We were all just sitting there. What do you think? I
Football.
knew football.
What a weird name.
I was like, I guess.
You know where I draw the line?
White quarterback.
Quarterbacks.
Yeah,
okay,
dude.
Enough.
He was adamant about, and I'm sorry,
I bet
we'll get
you-
back on topic.
Yeah.
I just have never seen someone more adamant. Just like, can we get a fucking Irish quarterback? Can I get a fucking Irish quarterback to
They
see?
Ian
don't
O'Brien.
exist. Yeah.
He was that old dude. I mean, he was that guy. I was like, that's when it would. We wore leather helmets and we ran out into the field. I don't know. Yeah, we had razor blades. Of course, we had razor
I
blades.
get ran of headaches all the time.
Oh,
but-
100%, dude, all the time.
But
Sorry.
get back on task. I think Lamar
Damn it.
Jackson could
I
be
don't mean to
better than Vic.
Yeah, no, he will be because
Yeah.
Lamar has a better coaching staff.
Yeah,
around
and he
him.
could throw. I think he has a better actual as a quarterback throwing wise. I think he will be.
No,
will,
he is a
will be better.
will. Okay.
Will
think
be
so? That's
better.
because
bad.
Vic had a fucking cannon.
Yeah,
Yes.
like Michael Vick had one of the
Best
biggest arms
Yeah.
of all
Well,
time.
I'm talking about accuracy because don't
Oh
forget
yeah,
his
Mike
num-
Vick was wildly inaccurate.
outside the hash or the numbers, crazy high accuracy.
Yeah,
Inside the pocket, the hash,
not great.
terrible accuracy.
But I personally think
He's
coming
good on
out
the
of
run.
college, especially, I think Lamar Jackson had more to work on throwing the ball.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, of course.
So
Right.
but the
think-
running ability was already there.
Right.
So they were
for
like,
both
"Oh, we'll
of them,
take
yeah.
him." Mold
We'll
him.
have to see.
Yeah, that's
you
what
know,
I'm
because
saying.
I think Lamar Jackson,
Dude,
you know,
if he
'cause we all
does,
have
though-
the hindsight 2020. We're not going to make the same mistakes Michael Vick did. If Michael Vick would have had a full career, I think we probably would have been talking about it a little bit different.
You're
and
right.
you call him
'cause
every
his
night.
stu-
What are
his-
you doing?
I can almost promise you that his numbers would have been a
Is
little
that a dog in the
bit
background?
different.
Shut
it
it
would have been
down.
better.
Yeah, a lot better.
Well, of course.
Because I mean, he was on MVP seasons right before all that
'Cause
shit
even
happened, so-
even when he came back and played for the Eagles, he still played well.
Could have. I mean, he
like,
should have won.
He actually
MVP
played
that year.
better for us.
He did.
That's what I'm saying.
That was
Like,
coaching
at least,
staff.
like,
coaching
throughout-
staff.
yeah. Andy Reid's like, no, don't just scramble. There's reads. You
yeah,
gotta
go
look.
through a
Yeah.
process.
No, you want to know what
And
the
then it just
defense is
clicked.
before you call hike. That's
Right.
a fucking. If he would have had that in Atlanta, he would probably would have been the best quarterback of all time.
No, Tom
yeah,
Brady
if they
still would've been the
actually
best
fucking
quarterback of all
coached
time.
him, yeah, I think. I think Vic would
No,
have been.
Tom Brady still would have been the best quarterback of all time
Nah,
for sure.
nah.
No, if you gave me two-thirds of the brain and like football acumen that Tom Brady has, and then the same wheels as Mike Vick, 100% greatest
But
player
you
of all
can't.
time.
Okay, but okay,
Athletic ability.
But Brady's never gonna be able to run like that, and Vic's never gonna be able to look at
Did
football.
you
like
ever
that.
see Brady try to run? It's like stop running.
Right. It's clear. It's
Hey,
like
more
except,
of
for that,
a fast
except for that
walk.
Urlacher one, that was a good where he juked out Urlacher.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah, how embarrassing.
yeah. Urlacher,
Ugh,
come on,
yikes.
one of the best linebackers of all time.
Yeah, and he was like, "I'm
Christ.
retiring now."
Right, I'm done.
I
He
don't
just
know what
leaves
the
the
fuck
field.
just happened. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, Tom Brady.
Has there been anything else though? I know that all the sports are more. or
Yeah, we
less
let
turned off
Malcolm
right
Jenkins go. Not
Uh,
happy about that. Can't wait for 10 more years of no good safety.
Oh, the Giants.
No,
picked up
we got-
Blake,
we
the
got-
Giants
we
picked
got
up Blake
now.
Martinez.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's a decent linebacker
Yeah.
from the Packers. They needed that.
He's not crazy good.
No, but he's like a. But we have
better than
we
what
have
you got.
nobody. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Nobody.
It's Saquon. Did you ever see that meme of from Fresh Prince and Will Smith standing in the living room? There's no
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
furniture, and then someone put Saquon's face on him. Like, there's nothing here. It's like, yeah, there's nothing there.
Well, now hopefully that changes.
I mean, hopefully, because he's gonna be great for like another 4 years.
I know,
at
that's it.
most because of how much they fucking use
I
him.
know. And he got hurt last year, and they still use him. I was like, just let it go.
Yeah.
Stop using him. The season's done. Just let it go.
Yeah, just you know what? Take a seat.
Take the season
yeah,
out.
Yeah.
But they didn't, idiots.
Yeah. Or
They-
just play action. Ah. no. Yeah.
He's so good, though.
I think Daniel Jones can ball though.
I think so, too.
I
And
was
by the way,
fucking shocked.
Evan Engram, he's good.
No, if
Yeah.
he can stay healthy,
Yeah.
he's in the he'll be in the top 5 tight ends.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
if he can stay
Yes.
healthy.
And
He's
they have
always
Sterling
hurt.
Shepard, Golden Tate. They're just, whatever, but, like, they're not terrible.
Yeah, they're like a rat pack. You
Yeah.
know? Like,
It's like,
yeah,
right. It's like the
yeah.
it's like the Mafia
The
crew.
Little Giants are back.
Yeah, Little Giants are
yeah,
back.
Yeah,
They're both
okay.
the defense, though. Little MMA news, and we could get out of here.
Okay.
All the fights have been canceled. But
They're doing live Skype fights,
The
right?
ol-
Where they just go like this into the camera.
the last fight they had was in Brazil, and there was no fans. They fought in front of nobody, and it was weird.
No, you can't do that
They
in
did.
sports, actually the fighting keeps going on. More entertainment for you. Remember. I don't really watch people fight.
Okay, well, you should shut up. So, more entertainment for you, right? But no, I agree. Like, come on, dude. You should be able to at least fight. You can't fight in a vacuum, really. You should be
no,
able to
you
fight in
there.
a vacuum.
You can, but I'm just saying, like, as an athlete, you
All the
wouldn't
fi-
want
no,
that.
the
a
fighters-
deficit,
hey,
I understand.
the
but they're
fighters
both
said-
affected equally by that.
No,
which
no,
I
of
would say
course,
was
yeah.
fair.
Yes, the fighters
very
said
least.
after, we're like, it was weird.
I'm sure. Well, no, because then you're just turning into it's a rape scene. It's like Irreversible, that French film.
It's like a
You
street
guys don't know
fight.
what the fuck I went into horror movies. I apologize, but it's I mean
Got
that's a terrible Irreversible, one of the worst rape scenes ever in
Yeah.
a horror movie. If you don't ever watch it,
Okay.
it's very terrifying. But
I've seen that movie with Burt Reynolds. So.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? What's it called? Where they
Well,
got
Deliverance.
Yeah.
oh,
That was
okay.
pretty rough.
Sure, yeah. I mean,
What?
this is worse.
Oh,
if you
really?
watch Irreversible, watch it tonight.
Oh, it's called Irreversible.
It's called Irreversible. Holy fuck.
Good quarantine movie.
Good
Oh,
quarantine
okay.
movie. Yeah. Oh, it's a cry, go to sleep. It's a cry,
Irreversible.
Go to
Also,
Hot shower.
ironic because that's what you can't do when you watch it. Irreversible.
sleep. Exactly.
Oh, okay.
That's
Well,
very
not gonna
much.
watch
It's
it.
very true. You'll like it. It's fucking brutal. But I've lost my complete
I know.
train of
Sorry.
thought.
MMA.
No, it's fine. It
And
drove
no
down.
crowd,
I
they
should have
fought-
remembered.
the fighters
No,
were like,
I
it
would
was
say
weird.
that like sure but they're both. I feel like I if anything, if you're gonna get sports content and stuff like that out in this fucking weird thing that we're in right now, I feel like that one makes. I mean, sure, no one wants. But could you watch football? But even there's already too many people on the field for football. But I think for like fighting, you're like, all right, we need those two people, and then like
Dana White. This is what Dana
And they're
White.
people.
it sounds
Dana White
like you
initially
could
was
do
going to
it.
do this. Dana White was going to. They have that UFC Performance Institute in Vegas,
Right.
where they have those like contender fights on Fight Pass. They have like a little mini arena. When I
Little
say
people
mini,
fighting.
Yeah,
Got it.
little people,
Okay.
mini.
You have to shrink
minis.
them down.
Got
It's
it.
actually
Shrink them
really
down.
cool.
So you have a cool
Yeah.
ray machine.
Oh,
It's
that's
like,
awesome.
yeah.
You should just have an iPad in every seat, and then you buy a ticket and you FaceTime into the
kinda
fight,
fun.
and then it's just a stadium.
Talking to the
of
mic though, huh?
faces.
'Cause I can't hear you.
Oh yeah.
But
It was a bad idea anyway. So good.
yeah. So they have like where they only have like literally like one seat of bleachers like for people to sit in. That's it. That's all that could be in there.
It's like a
So-
spar.
Yeah, pretty much small, but the official cage
Right.
size. But Dana was like, we're just gonna bring the fights there and just have no fans.
Okay.
And then Nevada was like, nothing. Nevada shut it down. So he's like, fuck. So then me and a bunch of other MMA in the fight community, like the fight fans, were like, Fight Boat, hear us out. Dana White, hear us out. Dana White, hear us out. Listen, I already posted this on Instagram and Twitter.
Not a
But
bad idea.
if you follow
Kind
Strangles,
of a bad
if you
idea.
follow at Strangle Squad on Twitter, Instagram, very funny fight meme
Both share
page.
ventilation.
Hear us out, Dana White.
So
hear
if
us
somebody's
out.
sick,
Shut up.
everyone gets sick.
I'm pitching Dana White. Dana White, hear us out.
Dana White.
Fight Boat, international waters.
FB.
Fight Boat. Just bring the fight teams, right? And the ref and yourself and like Sean Shelby and the fight makers. Bruce Buffer, essential. Obviously, the judges bring Rogan, bring DC, bring John Anik. They'll announce Fight Boat, international waters. I don't give a shit about the amount of people. International
Hashtag-
waters. Fight Boat.
FB 2020, baby.
Fight. Hashtag Fight Boat. Fight Boat.
I
Fight Boat.
It's not gonna
Fight
happen. Not
Boat.
chanting that.
Fight. You guys
It's not
suck.
gonna
Dude,
happen.
both share ventilation.
Shut up. Fight Boat. You fight outside.
Okay, so on a barge,
Yeah, it's
just
a
like
boat.
an open, like
bad idea.
just get a
ship,
fucking
fight boat.
raft
Doesn't
together.
matter. Just get a boat.
So Adam's
is
doing
the-
a thing that we call in comedy in terms of just like painting the field. When everything, he just goes, fight boat! Fight boat, dude! Fight
Fight
boat.
boat,
Did you
yeah.
not fucking understand
It's not
what I
hard
just
to
said?
understand
It's
fight boat.
Fight boat.
On the
You just-
international
It's
water.
a bad idea.
What are you
It's
worried
a great
about?
idea.
Like, yeah. No, I'm
Pay-per-view televised at Dana White. Fight boat. Hashtag fight boat.
It's a shame that we can't make at least fighting happen. That's
know.
sad. And I'm sure it was weird, just the brutality in
Look up,
silence.
like fight over toilet paper.
We're not. Well,
Find
no,
it.
it's like it
was rough. We could pull up clips.
Fight Club. It's
Yeah.
like Fight Club.
Yeah.
No, when you hear the Fight Club, like the,
Yeah, like
the
the-
smattering
that-
of things, they're just like, I
You're like,
love
oh.
it. I love that some of the MMA guys are like, this is kind of violent. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you know it. It's weird in the silence. It's actually violent when
Yeah.
I beat his head in.
It's,
It's so
it's
much
really
more
scary
violent.
and sombering.
Guys, he's bleeding.
Yeah, I don't know why it's more violent. That's
Yeah.
so weird. It
But
feels-
Ooh, did you hear that?
I was gonna say the fight that's still on as of now, April 18th, which is my big concern. We had the Billtown thing.
right.
Tony Khabib, that fight.
Right.
Yeah, boy.
That fight's still on, and Dana White, because that fight, again, for everybody who doesn't know, has been canceled five times before.
It's canceled so many times. I remember
It's
you
the
said
last
Sounds
one,
like an
Tony
excuse coming
Tony tripped over the wire, tore his ACL, PCL, MCL, all of his ACLs, and that was off. That was last time.
can't get a driver's license.
So please, for the love of Christ, fucking make this fight happen.
Yeah, I know. they
Dana
sound
White's
they
like, it's
want
happening. This fight's going on the day. We're gonna figure it out. He's like, I'm like, all right, fight boat. You know.
Now, I'm just gonna say, if you're like, dude, we should watch a fight, and then they're on a boat, my mind will be fine. Boom, dude. I'll be like, what? And they'll be like, welcome to Fight Boat, and I'll be like, what the?
Well, here's the thing, though. They wouldn't have to, real quick, they wouldn't have to say fight boat. One, all you guys had to do
That's-
is just get afraid.
The fun.
No, listen, for you, I get it. But if just maybe one of them gave a little wink wink, said your name, you know what I mean? It'd be fine. If they were
that'd
just
be
like,
fine,
Adam Nutter, we're doing this because of you. Like
Hey,
that.
I would
see-
die inside.
You would die, right?
It's like Monsters Inc., right?
Exactly.
When he gets on the cover, but he's like, I'm on the cover,
Yeah,
but
I
he's
take
not.
that.
Yeah.
I take that.
But I would
Good
say that,
reference.
yeah,
Just
if
like
they,
the top of your
because you
head.
could do it in the hull. You got one of those fucking gigantic freighters or whatever.
And
you wouldn't
chains
feel
are
any-
allowed, right?
Okay.
Fight
Again, Kickboxer, one of my favorite movies. I get what you're doing. I like it.
Mortal Kombat, I was thinking.
Down
It's more like
Yeah.
a weird Kumite with weapons, but yeah.
Oh, no, I'm okay.
A lot of
That's-
hi-yas and stuff. God.
So, but I actually appreciate that. I think that, yeah, inside of a freighter or whatever, you could have the whole thing. You could even, fuck it. Anybody who wants to get on, like, hey, guys, no one's tested. Who gives a
If
shit?
you do
Let's
it
get the fuck
inside
out
in a
there.
tight area like that, you could have 20 people and it'd be loud as fuck.
It'd be fun.
So you don't even need like a
I like it,
huge
buddy.
audience.
I like it, buddy. I like what you're
It's
doing. I like
making
what
sense
you're
now. The
thinking
more that we
about.
debate.
Fight boat.
But no.
Fight
No, no, no,
boat.
Chant.
No, we're not gonna chant it. It's gonna be. I'm sorry. Yeah. Wow. This is your podcast.
been
I'll
a show,
I'll
yeah.
let you lead because I was about to try to end it. I was like, this isn't my podcast. So
No, but that was fun.
I don't
I'm
know.
glad you guys are on board with Fight Boat. I'm
I'm-
really excited.
Yeah.
absolutely fine with it.
Dana White, Fight Boat.
It sounds like fun.
I mean,
Okay.
verbally, I'm not gonna start like.
I'm not gonna sign anything.
Yeah.
But, I'm not gonna
But
be on board.
I hope that fight happens. I really need to watch it. for
I
my
know
insides.
that's been canceled. At least in the cursory
Yeah.
talk of, like, I know that's been canceled a bunch. I know that we were very excited for that to come out.
Yeah.
So I hope
Here's the
that
thing,
does-
though, and I will say this: if that fight does go on that day, we're gonna do a fight cast.
Yeah.
We're definitely doing a fight
Oh,
cast
Of course.
for 1,000% because
No problem.
we have to do that one for
Yeah,
sure.
no,
If that's
absolutely.
going on,
Yeah.
we'll do a fight cast.
Yeah.
So we will do a live MMA stream that day.
And I won't get all fucked up this.
Please
time.
Yeah.
Because you
I would
forgot
love
that
it,
you're a host of the show.
I know. I'm like, and everyone's like, what the fuck? I'm like, and I ask questions like, are they fighting right now? And everyone's like, who is this fuck? Yeah, he's a host. I'm like, oh god.
Jeff's like, who? Jeff Colello's like,
Yeah, exactly.
all right.
anyway.
Well, I guess we'll have plugs real quick to social media.
Sure.
Oh man,
Neil?
hold on real quick. You
Yeah.
know what it reminded me of? When did you ever see Step Brothers when they're all at dinner and he's like, "Is that a big fish?" And he's like, "Dale." Like that. It was kind of like they were like ask questions and I would like and they'd be like, "Come on." I'd be like, "What? I fucking
This is- yeah.
you know.
What were we watching? What were we watching?
What fight was that? Shit.
Right, we were watching. Okay, yeah.
It was
we
a
were
big
watching
one, though.
MMA.
It was like 3 championship fights in a row.
Right.
I cannot
But
remember.
here's I want to give you again. This is you. I know you've even watched it. I'm pretty sure. But this is what it felt like. This is what it felt like. I don't even know. That guy fucking punched him.
That's so true.
Like, dude, you were just like,
That's accurate.
and then you would just chime and just Damn, fucking black people funny.
Whoa.
No. And
No,
you
that
said they were
happened.
funny. You said
That
they were
happened.
funny.
That
It's
did
fine.
happen.
No,
And
you
he
said
said
they
some
were
other
funny.
stuff that wasn't
You
so
said they were
great.
funny. No.
Yo.
But you were just like, damn it. And then if
I was
we
hitting
said
the
anything,
giggly bush, hitting
You'd be
the
like,
booze, the sauce.
what did I didn't, and then we'd be like,
You
dude, what
said
the
ask
fuck?
questions, but like in my head, I was like, so this guy, striker? And everyone was, but I'd be like,
We had
ah.
I think all the stuff you were missing is like we were all saying all the stuff. There's just like, yeah, so I'm like, Jeff, this guy seems like a striker. Like, what do you
Yeah.
think? And then you would just be like, yeah, this guy seems strikes fun. Like, all
Strikes
right.
fun.
All right, listen.
Yeah.
I got a lot
No,
of
no, no.
feedback.
Hey,
People were
listen,
like,
dude.
dude, just be drunk all the time. I'm like, yeah, see? I'm not ruining. I'm
Don't talk
making
about
better.
the only comments you got from your fucking family. All right, so
Yeah, they were like, we should talk about
All right.
drinking.
we like drunky drunk.
Neil,
Yeah, anyway.
plugs.
Oh, sure. I am neilwood.com. Go to that. There's nothing up there. It's just
God.
more artwork. I put up a bunch of new artwork if you want to go check out all the cool
He's
stuff
good at
that I
art.
do. What's up?
You're good at art, so check it
I
out.
have a lot of fun with it. It's fun times. And of course, and Neil Wood comedy on all the social media stuff. We're gonna be putting out some good Nerds with Words stuff on the Patreon. We just got actually done one, but I'm excited to, if this keeps going, to get in some weirdies. I want to get
Yeah.
in some weird stuff and put in some actual times, and so it's usually I'm always heard
Dissect
for
a
it. Like,
frog with nerds with
getting, dude, I'll fucking put my whole fist inside a furry, dude. I'll just get weird on some
furry?
nonsense.
It's
Yeah,
a
dude.
human being.
You heard
That's fine.
What?
Are they though?
Oh, that's not where I was going with any of this.
Oh, okay.
But no, consensually put it up a furry's butt. I'm not. Why would it need to? Yeah, it is a human being, but I can consensually. Put
Are
my
they
fist up in-
though?
Let's get off of it.
Fight boat.
Furries fight
Not a
on
thing.
boats.
Not a thing. Also,
Dude.
Furry fight boat. Furry fight boat.
I'm
Furry
down with
fight
this.
boat.
I
Furry
like
fight
this.
boat.
Furry
Furry fight boat. Furry fight boat. Furry fight boat.
call it.
No,
Shut it
no.
off. Shut it off.
Plugs.
Shut it down.
Plugs.
Shut it down.
Finish plugs.
No. I'm Nerds with Words. Check out everything there. Of course, go to drop10.com and check out all the stuff there. If you want to support Nerds with Words, that'd be great. I would appreciate it a bunch. Bunch of great shirts. Mud Bashers, what's up? Hopefully you're
Yeah.
checking this out. My sporty Mud Bashies. Check all that stuff out. Other than that, again, as we've said, in the state, there are no shows. So we'll let you know as soon as we get some shows up for you. But check out for some Patreon, some extra stuff that we're going to do. Other than that, I'm good.
Cool. Evan.
Just producer of an NWW.
Boom. NC.
Miserable. Nice. Love
Blaze.
the miserable.
Flashy comedy, high history.
Thank
check
you
it out.
guys. We're getting out of
Boom.
here.
At
We're
Nutter
out.
on everything.
Sports.
Yeah, I gotta pee.